Title: Dog Breeding, Balancing Art and Ethics Introduction. Dog breeding is a practice that involves intentionally mating dogs to produce offspring with specific traits. This essay explores the multifaceted world of dog breeding, examining its history, purposes, techniques, ethical considerations, and the impact on canine health and welfare. 1. Historical context. Dog breeding can be traced back thousands of years, with ancient civilizations selectively breeding dogs for various purposes such as hunting, herding, and companionship. Over time, the practice evolved, resulting in the development of numerous dog breeds. 2. Purposes of dog breeding. Dog breeding serves different purposes, including preserving and improving specific breed characteristics, enhancing working abilities, participating in dog shows and competitions, and fulfilling the demand for companion animals. 3. Breed standards. Breed standards are guidelines that outline the ideal characteristics, appearance, and temperament of a specific breed. These standards help maintain breed consistency and ensure that dogs conform to desired traits. 4. Responsible breeding. Responsible breeders prioritize the health and welfare of their dogs. They carefully select breeding pairs based on genetic health screenings, temperament, and conformation to breed standards, aiming to produce healthy, well-tempered puppies. 5. Genetic considerations. Dog breeding involves managing genetic diversity to minimize the risk of inherited health issues. Responsible breeders employ genetic testing to identify and eliminate genetic disorders from breeding lines, reducing the incidence of hereditary diseases. 6. Overbreeding and commercial breeding. Irresponsible breeding practices, such as overbreeding and commercial breeding, prioritize profit over the welfare of the dogs involved. These practices can lead to the proliferation of genetic disorders, poor socialization, and inadequate living conditions. 7. The role of breed clubs and kennel clubs. Breed clubs and kennel clubs play significant roles in dog breeding. They establish breeding guidelines, conduct health screenings, and promote responsible breeding practices. These organizations also organize dog shows, events, and competitions to showcase the breeds. 8. Preservation of rare breeds. Dog breeding can contribute to the preservation of rare and endangered breeds. Breed enthusiasts and preservationists work diligently to maintain genetic diversity and prevent the extinction of these unique breeds. 9. Crossbreeding and designer dogs. Crossbreeding, the intentional mating of two different breeds, has gained popularity in recent years, leading to the emergence of designer dogs. While crossbreeding can introduce new traits, it is essential to consider the health and compatibility of the parent breeds. 10. Ethical considerations. Ethical questions arise concerning dog breeding, particularly when it comes to the welfare of breeding dogs and the potential health issues associated with selective breeding. Responsible breeders strive to address these concerns through ethical practices and prioritizing the well-being of their dogs. 11. Breeding for aesthetics versus function. There is a delicate balance between breeding for aesthetic appeal and preserving a breed's functional abilities. Emphasizing certain physical traits solely for appearance may compromise a dog's ability to perform its intended tasks. 12. Impact on canine health. Selective breeding for specific traits can inadvertently lead to an increased incidence of health problems. Breeders must be vigilant in selecting breeding pairs with the aim of reducing genetic disorders and promoting overall canine health. 13. Responsible ownership and education. Dog breeding should be accompanied by responsible dog ownership. Prospective owners must be educated about the responsibilities of dog ownership and the potential challenges associated with specific breeds to ensure the well-being of the dogs. 14. Unintended consequences. Selective breeding can have unintended consequences, such as exacerbating genetic disorders or producing dogs with extreme physical features that compromise their well-being. Responsible breeders actively work to address these issues. 15. Breed-specific legislation. Some jurisdictions have implemented breed-specific legislation, BSL, to regulate or ban certain breeds deemed dangerous. These laws often arise from concerns about dog aggression, but they can impact responsible breeders and the reputation of specific breeds. 16. Emotional support and therapy dogs. Dog breeding also plays a role in producing emotional support and therapy dogs that assist individuals with mental health conditions or physical disabilities. Responsible breeding practices ensure these dogs have the necessary temperament and traits for their roles. 17. breeding ethics and animal welfare. Ethical dilemmas arise when breeders prioritize certain traits or physical appearances at the expense of a dog's overall well-being. Ensuring the health, temperament, and quality of life of breeding dogs is paramount to upholding animal welfare standards. 18. Education and regulation. To promote responsible breeding practices, education and regulation are vital. Educating breeders, owners, and the general public about the importance of responsible breeding helps prevent unethical practices and ensures the welfare of dogs. 19. Adoption and rescue. With the presence of numerous homeless dogs, adoption and rescue organizations provide an alternative to breeding. Encouraging adoption and supporting rescue efforts helps address the issue of overpopulation and provides loving homes for dogs in need. 20. The future of dog breeding. The future of dog breeding lies in responsible practices, increased transparency, and collaboration among breeders, researchers, and veterinary professionals. Advances in genetic testing and understanding can help improve breed health and welfare. 21. Health testing and screening. Responsible breeders prioritize the health of their breeding dogs by conducting thorough health testing and screening. This includes assessing for breed-specific health conditions such as hip dysplasia, eye diseases, and cardiac issues. Testing helps identify carriers of genetic disorders and allows breeders to make informed breeding decisions. 22. Responsible placement and contracts. Ethical breeders carefully screen potential owners and strive to ensure that their puppies are placed in suitable homes. They may require prospective owners to sign contracts that outline their responsibilities and commitment to the dog's well-being, including spaying, neutering, healthcare, and responsible breeding, if applicable. 23. Breed preservation and diversity. Dog breeding plays a significant role in preserving and maintaining breed diversity. Responsible breeders work to conserve the unique traits and characteristics of their chosen breed while also promoting genetic diversity to minimize the risk of inherited health issues. 24. Mentorship and knowledge sharing. Experienced and ethical breeders often mentor newcomers in the field of dog breeding. This mentorship helps transfer knowledge, promote responsible practices, and ensure the future of responsible breeding. 25. Continuing education for breeders. Responsible breeders actively pursue continuing education to stay updated on advancements in veterinary science, breeding techniques, and best practices. This ongoing learning enables them to make informed decisions and provide the best care for their dogs and puppies. 26. Breed-specific rescue and rehabilitation. Some breeders actively participate in breed-specific rescue and rehabilitation efforts. They work to provide a safe haven for dogs of their breed that have been abandoned, neglected, or surrendered, helping to give them a second chance at a happy and healthy life. 27. Collaboration with veterinary professionals. Ethical breeders collaborate closely with veterinary professionals to ensure the health and well-being of their dogs. Regular veterinary care, vaccinations, and preventive measures are implemented to maintain optimal health and address any concerns promptly. 28. Breed-specific education and awareness. Responsible breeders take an active role in educating the public about their chosen breed. They provide accurate information about breed characteristics, temperament, exercise needs, and potential health issues, helping potential owners make informed decisions. 29. Voluntary breed standards and accreditation. Some breeders participate in voluntary accreditation programs offered by kennel clubs or breed-specific organizations. These programs assess breeders based on their adherence to ethical breeding practices, health testing, and adherence to breed standards. 30. Ethical codes of conduct. Responsible breeders often adhere to ethical codes of conduct established by breed clubs or other reputable organizations. These codes outline principles and guidelines that breeders should follow, emphasizing the well-being and welfare of the dogs throughout their breeding programs. 31. Public perception and responsible breeders. Responsible breeders play a crucial role in shaping public perception of dog breeding. By adhering to high standards of care, prioritizing the welfare of their dogs, and actively promoting responsible practices, they serve as ambassadors for the breeding community. Through transparency, education, and ethical behavior, responsible breeders work to counter negative stereotypes associated with breeding and foster a positive image of the industry. 32. Collaboration with animal welfare organizations. Ethical breeders recognize the importance of collaborating with animal welfare organizations. They actively support efforts to combat overpopulation, promote spaying and neutering, and advocate for responsible ownership. By working together, breeders and animal welfare organizations can strive for the overall well-being and welfare of all dogs. 33. Continuous improvement. Responsible breeders are committed to continuous improvement. They engage in ongoing self-reflection, evaluate their breeding practices, and adapt to new information and research. This commitment to improvement ensures that they are constantly striving to raise healthier, better-tempered dogs and contribute positively to their chosen breed. 34. Owner support and guidance. Ethical breeders do not view their responsibility ending once a puppy is sold. They provide ongoing support and guidance to puppy owners, offering advice on training, healthcare, and behavior. By maintaining an open line of communication, responsible breeders help ensure that their puppies have the best possible start in their new homes. Conclusion: dog breeding, when approached with responsibility and ethical considerations, can contribute to the preservation, improvement, and welfare of dog breeds. Responsible breeders prioritize the health, temperament, and overall well-being of their dogs, while also promoting breed diversity and education. Collaboration with veterinary professionals, adherence to breed standards, and ongoing education are essential components of responsible dog breeding. By striking a balance between art, science, and ethics, breeders can ensure the future of healthy, well-tempered, and genetically diverse dog breeds. Dog breeding is a complex and multifaceted endeavor that combines art, science, and ethics. Responsible breeding practices, prioritizing health, temperament, and overall welfare, are essential to ensure the well-being of both breeding dogs and their offspring. Balancing the preservation of breed traits with the avoidance of genetic disorders is crucial to maintain the diversity and health of dog breeds for generations to come.